What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about time that I talk about my thoughts on the All-Star Weekend. Not just in relation to the Chicago Bulls, but of course this is a Bulls channel, so I'm going to bring some of the Bulls elements into fray and also just discuss the overall weekend. And I'll be honest, I don't know if it's just me. Look, I know a lot of people complaining about this year specifically, but even previous years before this, even years and years before this, I just haven't been that invested in the All-Star Weekend. And it's for a very simple reason. And that reason is just no one just tries in these games. Now, I'm not asking for 100% maximum effort like a championship is on the line, but my goodness, I expect something. And I just don't think we get that in these All-Star weekends. And I blame the players for that more than anything. And at the end of the day, if they're not going to try and bring us some entertainment in these type of games, then I personally think like it's just not worth watching. And I might be in the minority there because I know it's a big weekend. And look, I'm not blaming the weekend at all. I normally like the All-Star Weekend in the sense that the celebrities there all having their celebrity game. That's all fine and good. The Rising Stars games, I think, are probably the best part of the weekend. The three-point contest is always nice. The dunk contest was... I mean, it was there, but still, like, again, we even got to see Wemby and Chris Paul disqualified from the skills game. Whatever it is, there was fun elements to the weekend, but all in all, that big event that you're expecting to take over the show, I think for the last few years has been the biggest letdown. And today, or I should say, yeah, it is today. I don't care. It's today for me. It's even worse. It was one of the worst it has been. So let's discuss it in this video. Before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the, I guess, All-Star Weekend, and of course the Bulls representation in the All-Star Weekend and stuff of that nature. So let's get started with the Rising Stars game. First and foremost, I was very happy to see Matas Buzelis play in this tournament, in his game. And I know it was an injury replacement, and I've already talked about how frustrating it was that he is an injury replacement and how much I blame the Bulls for that, and all that remains true. But it was still nice to have Bulls representation there. At the end of the day, we don't have much to be proud of as a team. But Matas Buzelis being in two events this time around is something I could be happy with. It's something that I could look at and say, you know what, at least there was something there for the Bulls fans across the world. Because the last thing I wanted to see, because I knew we weren't going to get an All-Star or anything like that, but to kind of have nothing there for you, it makes you just not want to watch anything in relation to the weekend. So at least that was something nice. He only played one game, he didn't steal the show or anything, but it was still nice to see him there. And obviously, when you talk about, Matas Buzelis, you have to talk about the dunk contest. Now, look, there's no way to sugarcoat this, right? He didn't have a great dunk contest. And let's be honest, no one was going to win it outside of Mac McClung, man. The guy has won 3 in a row now. And he is built different in relation to not only the creativity behind his dunks, but the execution of his dunks are just on another level. At this point in time, he's the dunk champion for a reason. He's won a back-to-back-to-back. And Matas Buzelis probably didn't stand a chance to begin with, but he missed a lot of his dunks. It is what it is, man. I'm not going to sit here and throw a tantrum on it. Like, it's a dunk contest. Who really cares if he missed all of his dunks? As long as those dunks are going in when the game is on the line, when the game counts, and as long as he's actually doing dunks that he can, throw down, which he has done all season. We all know he's an athletic player. We all know he's a very good dunker. So I don't need a dunk contest to show that. It's exactly like what Zach LaVine was. Zach LaVine hasn't been in a dunk contest for what, 5 years now? 3 years now? Whatever it is. I don't need Zach LaVine in a dunk contest to know that he's a good dunker. And it's going to be the same with Matas Buzelis. It's the same with a lot of guys that around the league. We know they're great dunkers. We don't necessarily need a dunk contest to prove it. So I'm fine with Matas Buzelis kind of stinking up the joint in that regard. It's not the end of the world for me. But yeah. Still. Would have liked to see him better. Moving on. 3-point contest. I mean, look, it's the 3-point contest, man. I know there was a situation where a fan won 100,000 from the Mr. Beast contest. Damian Lillard lost to a fan or something along those lines. But other than that, the 3-point contest started off slow, picked up towards the end. I don't really have too much to say about the 3-point contest. It's in my opinion, one of the more enjoyable things to watch, because when someone catches fire and you get to see that, it shows the true skill that these guys have from behind the arc. But all in all, it's a 3-point contest. It's the same as the dunk contest. These two contests have been here for so long now, and they haven't really changed it that much. So I'm completely fine with how it went. It was an enjoyable contest, and we can move on from the 3-point contest, right? What was next? I mean, the Rising Stars Challenge and whatnot. Not Rising Star. The Skills Challenge. The only thing, I didn't really see this, but the only thing I saw from it was Chris Paul and Wemby getting disqualified, fans booing and whatnot. I mean, look, it was kind of a funny sequence, and that's about it. Other than that, the Skills Challenge is, again, one of those ones that I think some people will enjoy, some people won't enjoy. I didn't personally see it. I don't know. I don't even know who won it. So let me know who won the Skills contest. Congratulations to the duo that did. I'm glad that it was kind of a duo thing. I'm not sure if that's always been the case. And yeah, all in all, it's not the end of the world either. I mean, fans booing. I mean, it's an All-Star weekend, bro. Who cares if someone gets disqualified, bro? Like, it was funny, man. Just leave it alone, bro. It is what it is. Like, I don't know why fans had to boo it. I mean, if anything, just make them retry it. Like, you don't need to boo them or disqualify them. It is what it is, though. On to, of course, the big event now. I mean, the Celebrities Game is the Celebrities Game as well. Personally, I've said this last season, and I'll say it now. I don't know half. I don't think I know even 75% of the celebrities in that game. I'm not big with celebrities. I don't necessarily know who people are. I don't know. I mean, I know there was a WWE wrestler named Bayley there, I guess. I'm a big wrestling guy, so obviously I knew that was the case. Obviously, there were a couple of rappers in there that I might have known. But yeah, I'm not a big celebrity guy. So there's a lot of people there that people will be very excited about. And I'm just looking like, all right, well, I guess they're there, you know? It is what it is in that regard. I've never been a big celebrity guy. I've never been a music guy. I've never been a movie guy or whatever. I've never been any of those things. So congratulations to all the celebrities that made it. I mean, you're clearly big time if you're in the NBA All-Star Celebrity Game. And congratulations to the former basketball players that were in there. Maybe the, obviously WNBA players, any of the women division players in there. Congratulations. All of that fantastic. Even if I don't necessarily know who you all are, I'm glad that you got an opportunity to have some fun, which is what the All-Star Game is all about. But then, now, the big event, the All-Star Game. Different format, horrible format, first and foremost. I don't know why they changed it. Look, I think with the All-Star Game, you need to make it a game. It's as simple as that. You need to make it a game. I mean, when you get the best players in the world and you tell them to score up to 40, that's going to end like that, bro. Just like that. The game's over. Like, it's a waste of space, in my opinion. It was a completely irrelevant year to be an All-Star. Of course, there were a couple of injuries that's happened way too late on the day. Like, LeBron James pulled out of the All-Star weekend and Anthony Edwards pulled out in the All-Star weekend. I hope to God that this is not going to be a common occurrence in the future where players back out last minute. That, to me, should not happen. It's, again, I'm not saying these injuries are not valid. I don't know. But it's way too late to be having stuff like that happen. I mean, you should have let them know a day or two before. So there could be replacements. Because now, there are deserving guys out there in the league that should have been All-Stars, probably got robbed of being All-Stars. And even if they didn't, an opportunity to become an All-Star. And that's been taken away from them from how late they kind of announced that they weren't going to play. I don't like that. And I'm not saying that because it's LeBron or because it's Anthony Edwards. I'm not saying it because of the person that did it. I just hope in the future this doesn't happen that often because it will ruin the All-Star weekend for a lot of people. So many people paid a lot of money to see LeBron James play in the All-Star weekend. And that is money that is not well spent. And it could be the same with Anthony Edwards. So I'm not, it's poor. It's poor taste, in my opinion. That's how I see it, at least. Now, of course, if they're injured, they're injured. If they can't play, they can't play. I just felt like it could have been done earlier and replacements could have been found. Because now deserving players miss out and fans miss out as well. It's not good, in my opinion. But then, again, the format just ruined it all anyway. I mean, the amount of commercial... I watched it during my lunch break. I saw more commercials than basketball, and I had half an hour to watch it. So I was skipping through everything. And I saw more commercials than I saw basketball. That is ridiculous. I saw more singing and rapping and talking than I saw basketball. And an all-star game. Look, they tried it. It failed. Please just go back to the 4 quarters. Just go back to the 4 quarters and play it like a normal game. All I want to see is effort. I mean, I haven't even talked about the effort yet, but the effort wasn't great either. All I want to see is effort. You can change the layouts all you like. You can change the formats all you like. If you're thinking the format is the problem with the All-Star game, you clearly do not watch the All-Star game. It's the fact that they're not trying. I mean, that last game that I saw, it was literally just open run to the rim after open run to the rim. Someone gets a dunk, someone else gets a dunk. We're going to inbound it. Let's throw all the way full court because someone's cherry picking. That's what the All-Star game is. It's not what it used to be, man. It's not what it used to be. So the effort, in my opinion, is the biggest problem with the All-Star game. You need to find a way to get these players to actually try throughout this weekend. Or to be honest, don't have it. Don't have an All-Star weekend. I know they'll never do that because it's a big money situation as well. They're not going to risk losing a lot of money. There's a lot of money that goes into it and there's a lot of money that gets out of it as well. They'll obviously have good revenue when it comes to the All-Star weekend. But my goodness, you need to find a way to give these players to give effort. Because that is the problem. You can have these stupid first to 40 wins. You can have all 4 quarters. You can have whoever gets to 24 points like they did with the Kobe Bryant situation. You can have all those things. But if players are not trying, it doesn't matter. All of it will suck. So that's how I think about the All-Star weekend. I did not have a good time this All-Star weekend. I did not watch every single thing. I watched bits and pieces here and there. Congratulations to Steph Curry on winning the All-Star MVP in San Francisco. It's only right to see Stephen Curry win it. I don't have a problem with that. We move on. On to the next one, I guess. On to next year's All-Star weekend where hopefully it will just be better. But they need to revert the changes because even with the poor effort, this format is not it. And then they should not retry this. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.